besides being one of the most influential wrestlers in WWE rings. Steve Austin is a powerful man who has made a lot of money throughout his career. But have you ever wondered how this celebrity lives? In this video, you'll find out all about Steve Austin's luxurious life. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #allaboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Career. Born in 1964 in Austin, the capital of the state of Texas, Stephen James Anderson, better known as Stone Cold Steve Austin, is an American former wrestler and actor. During his youth, Steve played football at the University of North Texas until he decided to start his professional wrestling career, signing with WCW in 1991. At the time, he adopted the persona of the villainous stunning Steve Austin, and thanks to his excellent wrestling performances, in 1995 he signed with the WWF, today's WWE. It was during this period that he adopted the persona of the impetuous anti-hero Stone Cold Steve Austin, and his success was such that he was considered the most popular wrestler of the Attitude Era. His achievements include the WWF Championship 6 times, the WWF Intercontinental Championship twice, and the WWF Tag Team Championship 4 times, as well as holding the record for winning the Royal Rumble 3 times. Steve Austin then retired from the ring in 2003 due to injuries to his knee, but despite this, he continued to be involved in competitions, making sporadic appearances. In addition, Steve Austin invested in an acting career, making his film debut in 2005's The Longest Yard, and subsequently appearing in films such as The Condemned and The Expendables, as well as series such as Nash Bridges. And with a successful career in and out of the ring, Steve Austin has managed to amass a large fortune and today can lead a luxurious and quiet life. House in California. When it comes to choosing a good place to live, Steve Austin doesn't skimp on his money. He has, for example, already owned a property in the Marina del Rey area, in the U.S. state of California. Built in 1953, the design house has elegant decor and more than 2,700 square feet of living space. Among the property's main spaces are an open layout living room and an 8-person dining area with a glass table, which integrates the custom kitchen with stainless steel appliances and a countertop with seating for casual meals. There is also a family room next to the kitchen that appears to be quite cozy, where there is a TV and a modern fireplace, as well as other living spaces to gather in daily. The house has a total of 4 bedrooms, including the spacious master suite, with doors opening onto the garden, and a lovely bathroom with a solid surface soaking tub. In addition to this, the property also has 2 other updated bathrooms with electric mirrors, and while Steve Austin lived there, he also improvised a gym to train without leaving the house. Outside, the property is situated on an 8,000 square foot lot, which has very green lawns, a landscaped garden, a leisure area with a swimming pool, and plenty of seating areas for entertaining or relaxing outdoors, where the former wrestler has already shared a video of his dog swimming. According to some sources, Steve Austin bought the main property in 2007 for the trifle of $2 million, and in 2017, he acquired a property next door for another $1.49 million. In 2021, he sold the complex for $3.395 million, although other sources report that he only disposed of one of the properties. Cars. Steve Austin is a great enthusiast of imposing vehicles, having already been spotted with several models of cars, such as 2008 Kawasaki KLX 450 for $7,200, Kawasaki Mule SX for $9,000, Kawasaki Brute Force 750 for $11,000, Kawasaki Mule Pro MX for $15,000, 1988 Dodge Ramcharger for $17,000, 1965 Ford F100 for $20,000, Kawasaki Mule Pro FXT for $20,000, Kawasaki Teryx 4 from $21,000, 1959 Ford F100 from $22,000, 1995 Ford Bronco from $23,000, 1996 Chevrolet Suburban for $26,000, Kawasaki Teryx KRX 1000 from $27,000. 2003 Ford Focus from $30,000. 2003 Chevrolet Silverado Z71 from $32,000. 1974 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 from $35,000. Jeep Wrangler 4x4 for $38,000. Buick Special 1955 from $40,000. 1971 Corvette Stingray from $41,000. Ford Fairlane 1964 from $51,000. Chevrolet C10 for $57,000. Ford F-150 for $75,000. Corvette C7 for $79,000. And even a 2016 Range Rover for $87,000. One of the most impressive vehicles that Steve Austin drove, which became his trademark during his fights, was a customized monster truck. This robust machine was seen a few times during wrestling competitions, including being used to crush some other vehicles, such as The Rock's Lincoln Continental. To give you an idea of the price of this car, it is estimated that the former wrestler's vehicle is valued at around $150,000. But the most impressive car he drove was a McLaren 720S, a super sports car made for those who like speed. To give you an idea of its power, the vehicle is equipped with a 720 horsepower V8 engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds, reaching a top speed of 211 miles per hour. According to some sources, the former wrestler's incredible car is valued at around $340,000. In addition to all these cars, it is speculated that he once owned other rather impressive vehicles, but they no longer seem to be part of his collection. Exaggerated luxuries. Considered one of WWE's biggest stars, Steve Austin has more than enough money to enjoy a lot of luxury and comfort. For example, he likes to invest part of his fortune in shoes. In an interview with Complex, the former wrestler showed off some of the sneakers he's owned, such as Nike Shox NZ $100, Magnum Stealth Force 8.0 boot $100, Brooks Glycerin 20 $160. And when the star was interviewed in a store, he took the opportunity to take a few more home, among them Air Jordan 13 Del Sol $280, Air Jordan 5 Racer Blue $320, Air Jordan 3 Fire Red $320, and a Nike Zoom Kobe 5 Protro X Undefeated for $820, totaling $1,883 spent on shopping. To always be well-dressed and stylish, Steve Austin also spends a lot of money on watches, such as his Shin Yuan SDR, which measures 44mm and is made from submarine steel, which gives it greater resistance in extreme conditions of use, with an average price of $3,500. Another watch he has owned is an elegant Omega Seamaster 300M chronograph made of stainless steel, which, depending on the specifications, can cost as much as $8,600. The former wrestler also loves to have fun on the high seas, having been spotted, for example, cruising around on a Kawasaki Ultra 310 LX, a very modern electric jet ski powered by a high-performance 4-stroke engine. And to give you an idea of the price, the newest models of this jet ski cost more than $20,000. Steve Austin has also been seen on a Seabreacher X, a 2-seater semi-submersible mini-submarine. With a design similar to that of a shark, the submersible is perfect for those who like to go on adventures, as it is even capable of jumping out of the water. The submarine also has a 260 horsepower supercharged engine, and although it's not certain whether it belongs to Steve Austin, a new model costs from $80,000. Farm in Texas. Steve Austin loves living in quiet places, so he decided to buy his own ranch to live on. It was speculated that the ranch was featured in the reality TV show Broken Skull Challenge, but it was revealed that it was just a location made to represent the former wrestler's property. His real ranch, called Broken Skull Ranch, was located in Tilden, Texas, boasting many impressive environments and over 2,000 acres of land where alligators even lived in the lake. This place was sold by the former wrestler in 2017, but soon after, he acquired another ranch, this time located to the south in Nevada City, naming it Broken Skull Ranch 2.0. Steve Austin's current property covers a large portion of 40 acres of land and is full of enchanting landscapes, making it the place where he spends most of his time these days. Through his social networks, Steve Austin often shares a little of his routine on the incredible rural property. There is, for example, a large residence for him and his dogs, but little is known about its interior except that it has lots of glass doors and a beautiful wide plank floor. Among the spaces that have been seen are the kitchen with a huge worktop, a living room with cozy sofas, and a garage/shed for him to store his car collection. Outside, there are large fields where the former wrestler grows crops and others where he raises animals such as horses, as well as plenty of land for him to do with as he pleases. The ranch is also home to many species of animal life, such as a brood of chickens, which have their custom-built coop to live in. This place offers everything Steve Austin needs to live very peacefully, and to acquire this property, he had to fork out quite a bit of money. According to the media, the star bought the property for $2.9 million. Aircraft. When it comes to getting around the world, Steve Austin often uses sophisticated aircraft. He has flown, for example, in a Robinson R-44, one of the most reliable helicopter models, which, depending on the specifications, can carry 3 passengers in addition to the pilot in a 46 cubic foot cabin. To buy a helicopter like this, you have to pay around $500,000, while the average hourly charter rate is $900. Steve Austin also often shares photos of what appears to be his private jet, the Hawker 400 XP, a medium-sized twin-engine executive aircraft ideal for interstate and international travel. The interior of the jet can carry up to 8 passengers in comfort and refinement. Called the N865TM, the former wrestler's jet seems to offer plenty of comfort for him and his dogs to travel safely between the country's states while enjoying unique views that only aircraft like this can provide. And although it's not certain whether he owns the aircraft, it's estimated that the price of a jet of this model costs around $2.5 million. Sources of income. In addition to being a great professional wrestler, Steve Austin has other occupations that generate great financial returns. Steve Austin has several ventures, such as lines of drinks known as Broken Skull American Lager and Broken Skull IPA, in collaboration with the traditional brewing company El Segundo Brewing. Another source of income is merchandise sales. Through the Steve Cold brand, the WWE personality sells products linked to his image, such as t-shirts and other accessories. Over the years, he has decided to invest in his writing career, having already published books such as The Stone Cold Truth. Steve Austin's biggest source of income must surely come from royalties and advertising deals with famous brands, such as the 316 clothing line, the WWE 2K series of games, the Japanese company Kawasaki, among many others. Net worth. As one of the most famous American wrestlers, there's no doubt that Steve Austin made a lot of money during his career. He was, for example, one of the most influential competitors of the Attitude Era, starring in major fights that earned him high incomes. Although it is not known how much Steve Austin earned per year from wrestling competitions, some rumors suggest that he earned between $5 and $12 million between 1999 and 2003. However, he didn't stop raking in the big bucks after retiring in 2003. That's because although he has left the ring, Steve Austin is still a wrestling star, always involved in competitions and perpetuating his legacy. To give you an idea of how much he makes, in 2021 alone, Sports Rush reported that he and WWE pocketed $3.66 million from merchandise sales. Added to his other sources of income, his turnover is even higher. It's speculated that with all his jobs combined, including brand endorsements, the star now earns around $3 million a year. Although no one knows for sure what Steve Austin's fortune is, some sources estimate that the former wrestler's net worth today, after all taxes have been deducted, is $30 million. But the figure is likely to be higher. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel deals to satisfy your curiosity.